Thank you for joining us. I'm Justine Morris, and we have a special treat coming to Independence Television. This is the first of a series of shows that will inform you of the missions and projects of the area service clubs. We are joined today by Joel DeLong from the Rotary Club of Clarkston, Don Brose from the Clarkston Area Optimist Club, and Rob Whipcomb from the Clarkston Area Lions Club. Today we'll introduce you to each of the clubs and learn about their history, their mission in the community, and some of the major ongoing projects. Let's begin with the history. Joel, would you mind starting us off with how the Rotary Club got started in our community?
Yeah, thank you, Justine. Clarkston Rotary has been involved in the community since 1940. Back in 1940, a group of businessmen and professionals decided to become part of Rotary, and we've been actively involved in the community going on 75 years, and hopefully we're going to continue to grow and flourish.
Great. Don?
The Optimist organization was formed back in 1919, and back then it was called the Friend of Delinquent Boy. And since then it's grown to Friend of Young Boy and then to Friend of Youth, and that's what we do. The club here in Clarkston is only 28 years old, yet we're 90% strong and doing a tremendous amount in our community.
Great, great. Bob?
Yes, the Clarkston Lions is part of Lions International, which was founded in the early part of the last century and is the largest organization, service organization in the world. We are, though, the youngest service club in the community. I think we're the fun club, too, because we're younger, but we've been around for about 7 years, and our motto is to serve, and we try to serve our community in various ways, which we'll get into a little later.
Right. Well, go ahead and start us off. What is the mission of the club?
Well, basically, our service is in twofold. We work both with the international group, which services mainly the hearing and vision needs of the world. A lot of people are familiar with the collection of glasses that we do throughout the community. Those glasses are actually taken, cleaned, and prescriptions are read, and then we send those around to third world countries and help. Here in this community, we can't use those glasses. We're prohibited by laws here in the United States, so we actually provide indigent people within the community with both hearing aids and with glasses that are brand new. We try to service that community. You may also be aware of our Project Kids site, where we have tested over 1,000 children's eyes in the North Oakland County area, basically to find if they're satisfactory to go to school, though we actually do adults too, and we find many children and adults that don't pass those tests. Other people are familiar with our involvement with the Leader Dog for the Blinds project. That was founded by the Lions quite a few years ago, and we are the main source of their funding. We're also involved with the Beaumont Silent Children's Fund, which is for pathology, speech pathology for children. And it goes on, but we can.
Mm-hmm. Right. What's the mission for the Optimist Club?
Well, the Optimists, really, we have two themes, two slogans. Friend of Youth, which I mentioned a little bit earlier, is who we are. But our big slogan is bringing out the best in kids. And one of the unique things about the Optimist organization, the Optimist clubs, and especially here in Clarkston, is that almost all of our programs are directly working with the youth. Things like oratorical contests. We have youth clubs, youth Optimist clubs in every school in Clarkston, in the Independence Township school system. And we're really proud of doing things like that, actually working with kids with oratorical contests, with essay contests, with junior golf, which is huge in our organization, among many other things.
Right, great.
Clarkston Rotary's motto, or Rotary's, is service above self. We are about 1.2 million members in 168 countries. You're welcome to go to any country in the world and be welcome as a Rotarian to become involved with the people within their club, and they will help you in any way, shape, or form that they can. Since the beginning, we've been involved in 3 major projects. We go cross-section, pretty much across the community as far as community service projects. Some of our big ones are the Labor Day Parade, decorating downtown with the Christmas decorations since 1940, and then our Goodfellow newspaper sales, which evolves into our Shoes for Kids program.
Great. Well, you've all kind of touched on the projects that, fulfill the mission. Are there any certain projects you're working on currently you want to share with us?
Sure. The Optimists are really excited to be one of the 3 partners in the Independence Township Parade. And we are all excited about getting going on that. We'll have 25 to 30 people out there working real hard, doing everything from crowd control to just being with the kids.
Right.
And that's the 4th of July parade.
4th of July, yeah.
Actually, the 4th of July parade was taken over by the Optimists and the Lions and a number of other organizations about 3 years ago. And at that time, there was a chance that we would not have a 4th of July parade in this town. But together, our 2 clubs, as well as other organizations, have built a committee, and we've got that functioning very, very well. And I'm excited about that as well.
It is.
Great.
Yeah. And we just got through with being a major sponsor for Concerts in the Park with a food tent. We have our installation dinner coming up because Rotary throughout the world on July 1st changes all of their officers. So I'm the outgoing president, and we have Janet Thomas coming in as our new president with a new board. And we're looking excited again for another year and all the projects that we continually do.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm personally excited about is coming up in 2 weeks. Through our youth clubs in the schools, we have brought some leaders all the way up to the international organization. So we're bringing several of our students to San Diego to the International Youth Convention for the Optimists. And we're so excited to be there, and I get to be there and join them and have a great time with them as they learn.
One of the projects that we're working on currently is the OATS Alternative Writing Academy that's north of Clarkston on M15. This academy actually helps children with autism and other types of problems, disabilities, as well as returning veterans with disabilities. They have a function that's coming up on Saturday at the Bird Feeder, downtown Clarkston. It's a Derby Day, and we're actually going to help them to run that and keep that program running. We also have a raffle, just as Joel and the Rotary was in the Taste of Clarkston last week. This week it's the Lions' turn, and we're providing the food, but we're also raffling off a Chevrolet Camaro convertible. And the tickets are $20, 2,500 tickets. If we don't sell enough tickets, it's a 50-50 event. The last one that was held like that, the person for $20 walked away with $10,000.
Wow.
They didn't sell enough tickets. We hope to sell the tickets and have somebody drive away with a $30-some-odd thousand Camaro convertible, which will be one of our main fundraisers. And we're very excited about that project.
I am too. I'll buy a raffle
Buy
ticket.
one of those tickets, yes.
Is there anything that I didn't ask that you want to touch on?
Well, one of the things that we also are involved in is that we have what are called Rotary Youth Exchange students. We've sponsored students going outbound for a year. We had a student last year that spent a year in France, came back thoroughly enriched and excited about learning French in the actual country. We have a student right now from Thailand who will be leaving July 8th to go back to Thailand. For the last 2 weeks of her year, she's traveling out west and doing all the national parks and all the major cities. So we like to think that, and this is an opportunity for any student to be sponsored by Rotary and be allowed to go to a country and be hosted by host families, knowing that their parents will know where they are and that they're with an organization who looks out for the interests of the students when they're there.
I'll vouch for that. My son went on a Rotary exchange program to Japan, and we hosted 5 Rotary students, and it was one of the coolest parts of my life. I thought it was great, and it's something cool. I think the thing about our group, and probably the other groups as well, is if there's people out there that have a passion for working and volunteering for whatever is in their mind. For example, if someone comes to us and I have a passion for helping these kids do this, the clubs jump in behind it. And I think that's the huge benefit of a service organization, is that if you have a passion for something, now you've got 20 people behind you, working with you and helping you make that passion alive. And I think that's the reason we do pay dues to belong to our organization, and that's we get together and are allowed to share our passion with people in our groups.
And I think it should be clear that organizations such as the Rotary, the Optimists, and the Lions, just about every dollar that comes in is spent for our communities and the services we provide. Everybody is a volunteer. And we work together as clubs as well. We've been very excited to work with Rotary on some of their events and their fundraising. Same thing with Optimists, with the 4th of July parade. These organizations need people, they need volunteers to come forward and assist, but it's such a rewarding thing.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for sharing all
Thank
this
you
with
very
us.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see you, because this will be a series, so we'll see you again.
Sounds good.
Appreciate it.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That wraps it up for us today for the Service Club Forum. Join us again next time to learn more about what the 3 service clubs are doing and making our community better place to live.
Good guys.
Yeah.